This is KGW News at Sunrise.
It's harm reduction. That's it. It's not condoning it.
A Portland bar is giving out these free fentanyl test strips to whoever needs them. How these tiny strips of paper could save lives.
And a proposed law in Washington requires employers to publicly post salary information, but that has some business owners a little worried. We'll hear from them coming up.
And we are live in Clackamas this morning playing some pickleball. We're going to tell you all about this new recreation center having its grand opening today, coming up here on Sunrise.
You brought us this story recently, and you said the average age of the athlete was
65. Yeah. Anyone can play pickleball. It's the fastest growing sport in America.
Oh, fun. We'll talk about that, as she said, in a moment.
But to be clear, I am younger than the average age. I like that.
There you go.
I've been younger than anything in a long time. Here's a look at the Wells Fargo building. I have played. It is a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. We have great visibility this morning. No fog being reported. There's a deck of mid to high level clouds up top. We're dry. Overcast skies right now being reported out at the airport in 48 degrees. We'll call it partly sunny or expecting one of those filtered sunshine kind of days. 54 degrees at noon, and when the kids get out of school today, we should at least be back up to 60. I will say 63. Winds will be light, so pretty nice overall, guys.
Sounds good, Rod. Thank you. Well, the Portland Bar has become one of the first in our area to offer test strips designed to detect fentanyl. That's the powerful synthetic drug that's increasingly become a deadly problem and recently killed 2 Portland area high school students.
Boy, it is especially dangerous because often people don't know they're taking it. Counterfeit pills can contain deadly amounts of fentanyl. Catherine Cook talked to the nonprofit getting the tests out to bars across the country.
At Star Bar on Southeast Morrison, customers come and go. They get a drink, they have a good time, they keep moving. But now some are pressing pause when they see these at the counter. They reach for one, knowing that what they do with these fentanyl test strips could save their life.
It's harm reduction. That's it. It's not condoning it.
Bar owner Josh Davis started offering these for free about a month ago. So far, he's had about 160 takers. In Portland,
We are the first bar, yeah.
it's part of a bigger effort to make these strips more accessible. The tests are designed to detect fentanyl in pills, letting users know what they have.
I don't feel like it should be controversial because fentanyl is an issue. It's the #1 cause of death for people age 18 to 45 in this country right now.
We just don't think it should take a coroner to tell you that there was fentanyl in the pill you took.
Dean Schold and Allison Heller started FentCheck, the nonprofit providing Star Bar with their test strips. Based in Oakland, they're a big reason why you'll find test strips all over the Bay Area now. They're also working with businesses in Philadelphia, New York, and now Portland.
This is a call to action for Portland. If you are a venue, we want to work with you. No venue is going to come off as a druggy bar if it's all of us together.
FentCheck gets their test strips from Canadian manufacturer BTNX. They cost about $1 to make. To cover that, they ask partnering businesses to make monthly donations.
Every single one of our volunteers is a friend, a roommate, a coworker, a colleague, or struggled themselves. This was not a problem 10 years ago.
Now, it's a deadly epidemic, killing adults and kids. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid often found in pill form. It's up to 100 times more powerful than morphine. Narcotics experts say counterfeit fentanyl pills are mass-produced on the black market, and you never know what you're going to get.
No, that first line could kill you.
Back at Star Bar, Josh Davis hopes these test strips will make a difference for his customers. It's why he also keeps Narcan behind the counter.
This hopefully gets us to the point to where we never have to use the Narcan, but both are there to save lives.
In Southeast Portland, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
In Washington County, the sheriff's office says one person was shot near a home on La Follette Road, just south of Cornelius, late last night. A life flight helicopter rushed the victim to the hospital, but we don't know their condition. Deputies do tell us they have detained one person. We'll let you know as soon as we learn what led up to the shooting.
All right, let's get to some more of your Friday morning headlines. The man accused of killing one person and shooting 4 others during a protest last month was in court yesterday. 43-year-old Benjamin Smith faces murder and attempted murder charges. He pleaded not guilty. He's accused of shooting a group of people gathered for a march at Normandale Park in Northeast Portland last month. Someone in the crowd shot back, wounding him, so he was in the hospital recovering until this week. And a suspect has been arrested for a shooting across the street from our KGW studios. This happened yesterday on Southwest Jefferson at 14th. This is our security camera footage that shows several people on the sidewalk in front of this apartment building where you see them kind of arguing. Then you see the flash from a gunshot. The victim is expected to survive. The suspect, 29-year-old Gabriel Harrison, now faces an attempted murder charge. And we spoke with a Beaverton woman who police say was attacked by a complete stranger. Lauren Carrier says a man knocked on her door asking for someone named Jasmine. Well, she told him he was at the wrong apartment. He left. He came back the next night, and that's when he knocked again, kicked in the door, and attacked her, stabbing her 10 times. She says she fought him off with a baseball bat and escaped, collapsing outside.
Luckily, I have amazing neighbors that came to save my life, and they did tourniquet. If it weren't for those neighbors and if it weren't for me fighting, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now.
So scary. Carrier says her neighbors chased the guy down and held him until police arrived. 27-year-old Brian Aguilera faces charges including attempted murder, assault, and burglary. And those are a few of your quick headlines.
The U.S. Secretary of Labor was in Oregon yesterday promoting a new jobs program. It's called the Good Jobs Initiative, and the goal is workforce training and improving job quality. Secretary Marty Walsh toured the Oregon Manufacturing Innovation Center in Scappoose. Oregon Labor Commissioner Val Hoyle and Representative Suzanne Bonamici joined him. The center offers hands-on training from welding to robotics. Secretary Walsh and Representative Bonamici both say these kinds of local train-to-work programs are incredibly important.
As we think about the future of work in America, and we think about being less reliant on imports from overseas, and as far as our supply chain, well, we can't just snap our fingers and say, okay, we're going to put a plant somewhere up. We need to make sure the workers are there.
And here at OMIC, students are getting a great start and learning the skills they need to work in these very important fields.
Later, Secretary Walsh also met up with Governor Brown and Representative Earl Blumenauer. They toured a union training facility for electrical workers in Northeast Portland. In the meantime, over in Washington, job postings may soon have to publicly disclose what the positions pay as well as the benefits that workers get.
Yeah, it's a proposed state law, and sponsors say it would make the hiring process more fair, but some businesses not on board. Here's Drew Mickelson.
We get it up to 250 degrees.
The majority of workplaces in the state would be impacted, including Yelm's Ice Chips Candy.
Ice chips are candy made with xylitol, which is a natural sweetener.
Its co-founders started making the candy for all of their grandkids.
I have 30. 16.
The grannies, as they call themselves, now sell their treats worldwide. The pandemic did shut them down, and despite continuing supply shortages, they are making a comeback, so they're not thrilled about another government regulation.
We are always looking for the unintended consequences or the shoe to drop later.
Ice Chips has 17 employees. Under the bill, starting next January, all job openings for businesses with more than 15 employees would have to include salary ranges. It's optional now, and state agencies already make that information public.
This bill is a continuation of our work as leaders in pay equity.
The bill's sponsors and supporters say disclosing starting pay ranges makes for a more level playing field for job seekers negotiating that starting salary.
White men get rewarded for aggressively negotiating, whereas women of color can be punished for the same thing.
This bill would be a tremendous burden on our small businesses who are trying to recover from the pandemic and even in normal times.
Lobbyists representing small and large businesses fought the bill, raising concerns over releasing proprietary information and potentially violating privacy rights.
We are definitely on the rebound.
The grannies don't think the law would be too much of a burden, but they say sharing salaries should be a decision they make instead of the government.
If I wanted to know it, I could call them and find out. I don't need to be treated like everything has to be done for me. I think that's what I don't like.
We're all behind the scenes debating this.
I think it's a really interesting issue. I mean, I think they should put the range on there. As the business, you can set the range, and I've seen, in job postings as much as $100 grand difference between the low and the high end. But all these job listings, the titles are so ambiguous sometimes. You don't know what you're applying for.
Yes.
And then maybe you get all the way to the end, and then you find out like, oh, this is way below what I'm making now or something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first thing I want to know.
That'll make it helpful, right? Because you're like, well, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And like my job description, this is a little insulting. It says weather guesser. Now, it turns out.
Rod.
Turns out it's much more than that.
Is it?
You've turned guessing into almost a science.
A profession,
well,
yes.
That's what I like to think, Brenda. Let's take a look at the satellite
weather guesser
picture. I'm like, really? Weather guesser? All right, okay. Give that a try. The clouds kind of streaming in. You can see it's broken out here in the Pacific. But yesterday, we got treated to, and it wasn't this way everywhere, but in Portland, for the most part, it's just a beautiful blue sunny sky. Today, we're going to have more like filtered sun with these high to mid-level clouds just continuing to stream through. Radar's picking up rain offshore, but keep in mind that's the radar beam getting quite high in elevation by the time it reaches out this far. So probably a lot of what looks like rain, in fact, is not even reaching the Pacific waters. So we think it'll be dry. I mean, there could be a trace of moisture, I think, along the north coast. That's probably about it. Otherwise, filtered sun today. Futurecast takes us through our day. Here we are at 6 p.m. Winds will be light. Going to be pretty nice. Thicker cloud cover expected tomorrow, and tomorrow there's a reasonable chance that at times there will be at least some rain in the area. Here we are at 8 a.m. It shows some showers in Astoria and Longview. Then it shows a passing. I mean, it's not much, right? It's not much. There's this passing shower at 4:30. So I still think, as we've been saying the last couple of days, most of the time you're out this weekend, you'll find dry conditions. Just keep in mind the rain chance is part of the forecast, that there could be, in fact, a shower. Okay, here we go. Temperatures, 41 Newport. We're warmer than 24 hours ago because of the cloud cover that's come in. 48 in Portland. It's freezing on Baker City at 32. Forecast temperatures, if the clouds are thick enough, some areas like McMinnville, this shows only getting up to about 59 degrees. Generally, I think most of us will hit 60. This shows Battleground at 61. And then our 7-day forecast, we'll go 60s into the weekend. Sunday looks to be maybe a spotty shower, but partly sunny. The best weekend chance and thicker cloud cover is here on Saturday. That was my weather guess.
Very good, very good. Okay, coming up here on Sunrise, a group that promotes tourism in the Gorge wants you to come explore the trails. Coming up here at 5:15, how they're getting more people excited about nature.
All right, and we are live in Clackamas this morning playing some pickleball. Look at them go. It's a brand new spot called Rex, and it opens this weekend. Like the name says, it is all about recreation. But there's a lot more to it than just that. So we're going to fill you in coming up in just a little bit at 5:25.